Another fantastic turnout for the second year running. Obviously we haven't been doing these presentation evenings long, but great to see you all here. A big thank you to Healthcare Matters of Pendra Broughton. They've sponsored all these fantastic awards that you see here this evening, and also to Charisma Trophies on York Street, because he gave us a hell of a good discount on these, but probably best not to tell everyone. A bit late for that though. So yeah, some great awards here. We've had some great support this year. Unfortunately, due to one or two commitments of my own, I haven't been able to be involved as I would have liked on the football side of things. But following you and keeping in touch with Carl, it's amazing to see how the club's grown this year. I mean, if we look back to the presentation evening, last year we had 20 awards on the table. This year we've got 35. So I think that speaks volumes to how the sessions have grown and how much you lads are enjoying it, and you keep coming back every week. So that's full credit to these lads here that keep running these sessions. I know how much you lot enjoy it, and I know how much these guys enjoy doing it. So thanks to everyone for their support, and I'm going to hand you over to Wayne now, and he's going to carry on talking about a bit more about what we do.
Testing. Can you hear me in the back, guys? No, good. I'm not sure I need this. Hello. Hello. Right, guys. Massive thank you. I'm not even using it. Massive thank you for you all coming out tonight. After a really hard day playing football today for some of us, seeing nearly 30 of us in the sports hall today shows me how popular our sessions are. Shows me what a good job we're doing on and off the pitch, and it shows me how successful our projects are. Okay. I'm just going to do a quick overview, a couple of minutes to tell you what we've been doing this year, why we do it and how we do it. Me, Carl, Andy, Ozzy, a multitude of people are very passionate about this field. The Wrexham Disability Football Club, as we're labelled on everything we do, doesn't really cover every bag that we've got. If we look around the room today, there's criminal justice, there's mental health, there's substance misuse, social isolation, homelessness, poverty, deprivation, exclusion, everything. And we all fit into them. If Rachel on the front row here wakes up this morning, she's feeling really rough, she doesn't fancy going to work, that's mental health. It might just be she's had a bad night's sleep, but that could be mental health. All of us are all struggling with Christmas right now, but we've got the kids enough. Where are we getting money from? Personally, I get paid on the 28th of December, which I think is an absolute pain in the bottom. So I'm not getting paid before Christmas, so for the past couple of months I've been racking my brain how I was going to do it. Made me really stressful, I've been arguing with the missus, mental health all over it. We all suffer in one way or another. And I found mental health football a few years ago, and it massively changed my life for the better. My life, I was in disarray somewhere else. I'm not going to go into great detail about that right now, but the stories that we've got and the success that we've got in this room shows me why I wake up every morning. I work a full-time job like Carl does, like Andy does. I'm sure both would agree that we probably put almost as many hours a week into this job as we do our full-time job, which is again a credit to both the boys. Last year, Andy's just said that we had 20 awards, 35 this year. Just a few quick facts for everyone. Today we had 30 guys in the sports hall. Tonight we've probably got the same number here. On an average month we see 48 to 52 service users walk through our door. That's 48 to 52 service users that we make have better lives, that choose to have better lives and choose to engage and do better things. Over the year, we've seen between 80 and 90 different service users, and as a voluntary project that's massive. If we use examples, all the guys that travel to tournaments, we go to places like Everton, Brighton, Middlesbrough, etc. All of them are full-time projects with full-time staff with funding. When we went down to Brighton, I'm not going to talk about football because that's Carl's bag, but when we went down to Brighton we played at a £25 million sports venue. We play in Plash Manor Pleasure Centre, a sports hall with cafe where you can get chips for £1. Very nice chips, I'm absolutely assured, but all the same. And we do everything, we do absolutely everything on a shoestring budget, guys, and you guys know better than anything that if we do anything, you guys have got to pay for it. So again, if you want to go to a tournament, you don't get it subsidised. The Everton lads travel all over the country, travel all over Europe, and they don't put it into their pockets. And I don't really like that myself. I like the fact that you guys have got to work hard for your things. That when we put a 2-day trip on for 45 quid, it's because it's cost us 45 quid, and you guys have got to work out how you're paying for that then. If you can't pay for it, you don't go, then you've got to work out how you're doing different things in life. Aims for next year, massive aims for next year. Let's double what we've done this year. Let's have 2 sessions a week. Let's get to a bigger sports venue, let's get to more competitions. Keep supporting our players on the pitch, keep supporting our players off the pitch. There's massive chances next year, guys, to get involved behind the scenes, as examples like Davy Carr. Davy's been doing some duties, secretarial duties, so he's been taking minutes, writing up our action points, doing some leaflet drops with Ozzy. He weren't doing those things a few months ago, so he's improving himself, he's building his CV. And those chances are there for everyone else. We're going to be getting out and about in the community, getting involved a little bit more. So we want you there for that. We want you to be a part of all that. And I'm going to stop rambling because we're here for football. We're not here to talk, listen to me talk. But thank you.
Right, guys. Just quickly. I don't really know where to start with this. Really, the success we've had on the field, like that just speaks volumes. Really, what the lads have done this year. We've entered 13 tournaments this year, and 11 of them we made the final of, which is just absolutely incredible. And the other 2, we were probably robbed, to be fair, weren't we?
Not by criminal justice.
No. Seriously, guys, the one thing that, although this is brilliant, everything, this is amazing, the one thing that I get more pride out of anything we've done all over the year is the family unit that the players have. It's ridiculous how united they are. And every time a new player comes in, they just open arms and welcome them. And that's why we've probably got so many players, is because they keep coming back. Because for the first time in some people's lives, they've never had that family element to their lives. And you know, seriously, I sound ridiculous, but the love is amazing. And seriously, I keep saying to these guys that before we even step onto a field, we're already 1 goal up on teams because they have not got what we got. And you know, some of the tournaments we've won this year, we shouldn't have been anywhere near the standard. But because the pride and the passion that we have got, it's just incredible. And as I say, we are already 1-0 up before we get onto that pitch. And just to tell you what we've done this year. So in losing Brighton, we were the finalists. In Middlesbrough, we were the finalists. Bradford, we were in 1st and 2nd in that. Motivate Bangor, we were finalists. Doncaster, we were winners. Lilleshall, we were 1st and 2nd. Everton, finalists. The ball, the trophy was shared twice. Lytham, which I'm going to go back to in a minute, we were winners. And then today we won again. Absolutely amazing. You know, the Lytham tournament there is the biggest disability tournament in the UK. And Wrexham is the Disability UK champions. And I know that the lads don't get the credit for it, and they should. And it does pain me sometimes. But seriously, guys, just give yourself a massive round of applause. It's amazing. Right, so we're going to start with some outstanding Man of the Match trophies. Just because I've not been asked to do it, to be honest. But yeah, we've got the last 4 tournaments that we need to cover. So I'm going to do this one.
The main thank you I didn't give out was the gentleman who will be awarding these trophies this evening. It's Wrexham captain, Mr. Rob Evans. As I said to Rob before, I feel so bad asking him again, because being the local lad, he's always the one that gets asked, and of a squad of 20 odd players, it's always this man turning up, and he's a credit to the club and he's a credit to the community, so thank you very much for your time.
Right, so Bangor tournament, which I wasn't at this tournament actually, but we've won this tournament for the last 2 years, but sadly this year we lost it in the final. as I say, we were probably robbed again.
We were. Absolutely were.
I got the advice of the rest of the coaches, and there's one player that stood out in this tournament, and when I say it, she was amazing. I think you can guess who we're talking about, and that was Merit.
Yeah.
Next up, the councillors' game, which, to be fair, they were brilliant with us. They were. The Mayor and Councillor Mark got 550 quid from that game, so it was well worth doing. I think it was 6-4 in the end of the game, and one player that turned the game on when he came on, I think he set up 2 of the goals and scored 1 himself, and that was Christian. The Brickfield game, which was a few Sundays ago, wow, probably the best what's the word when you best debut I've ever seen. 5 of the 7 goals he scored, and he was, oh my god, if you check out the goal on our Facebook page, it was absolutely amazing. He was absolutely everything he hit, and what a player. Seriously, this guy I reckon should be picked up by a decent club. And today's tournament, which again we won, fair play. This lad technically today was amazing. He ran his socks off. He got quite a few important goals and was on the winning team, and that was this Jordan. Yeah. Right, we're going to give out the yearly trophies now, guys. So if you're a player, can you come and line up by here, please? So just pick up everyone.
Okay, guys, how we're going to do this, we're just going to say a quick sentence about each person. Come up, shake hands, get your trophy, photo, and follow the conveyor belt round if you can, yeah? Right, guys, so first up is going to be Jordan. Jordan's been with us Jordan's been with us since 2016, on and off. Plays for the national disability side for Wales. Recently on Facebook and in the papers with Ian Rush having photos and his caps. Well done, Jordan.
Next up is probably the best dressed man in the club. Messes the hell out of me, blags my head, but what a great lad and a great footballer. Nathaniel.
Next up, guys, is Christian. Christian's probably not with us as much as we like him to be. He always plays well when he's with us, and hopefully 2017 we'll see him a little bit more. Here's Christian.
Probably the most popular player at the club, and what an attitude he's got. Fair play, do you know what I mean? Never lets anything get in his way, and he's a quality goalkeeper, quality defender, and doesn't stop smiling. It's Adrian.
And again, guys, next person is Jordan, our newest acquisition. Jordan's recently joined us. Great game against Brickfield, another great day today. A massive 2017 hopeful for Jordan. Thank you.
One of many jackals in the team. He come on leaps and bounds this year, Aaron has. Absolutely just runs his socks off. Absolute credit to his parents as well and his brothers who were in the club. Darren Hall.
Next up, guys, is Dave Carr. Great goalkeeper, been with the club for a couple of years now. Great goalkeeper on and off the pitch, always there to help out. Promising year for 2017 for Dave Carr. Well done, mate.
Next up, our youngest ever player, a youngest ever goal scorer. Just not far, just a bit like Wager. Absolute brilliant attitude. Got his first goals in Doncaster this year. That's Jimmy.
Well done, Jim. Next up, guys, it's Jason, rock at the back defender. Massively improved his game this year. Positive attitude. It's always good for the conversation. Cheers, Jason.
Although I said Nat was the best dressed at the club, this jumper here is probably the worst dressed in the club. But absolutely brilliant attitude, a quality defender, and that's Mikey Harper.
Guys, next up's DJ. DJ's had a fantastic 2016, one of my players of the year. Really excited to have him part of our Munich squad for next year and see what he can do. Well done, DJ.
Also coming to Munich is Alex. He's got absolutely bag full of goals this year, and if you've seen Alex probably 3 months ago, he's probably double the size. He's done absolutely amazing to shift the way he has, and that's Alex Hall.
Well done, Alex. Guys, next up is Stewie Jones, our own Lionel Messi. That's that deadliest turn that everyone's ever seen. Well done, Stewie.
He is admitted that he's Phil, who actually is probably the worst header of the ball we've got. But he's our top goal scorer this year as well.
Well done, guys, next up, Steve. Steve's played really well today in goal. Always good in goal and defence. Scores a few goals. Great effort, always there. Cheers, Stevie.
Again, next, another Jacko. Again, one of the three family members of the club. Again, come on leaps and bounds this year. That's Jamie Hall.
Well done, Jamie. Next up, guys, is Levi. Always great to have Levi around. Great goalkeeper. Hopefully going to stick around for 2017. Lots more tournaments in your belt, Levi. Cheers, mate.
Next up, Wrexham's biggest fan. I'm not sure why you got him on right. Absolute lovely lad. He does a loads of work behind the scenes for us, and that's Dan.
Cheers, Danny.
Next up, because Wade's asked me not to, then we can't talk about it, but that's his girlfriend. Merit's joined us the last 3 months, and in that 3 months she has come on so much. Hence one of the reasons she won the Man of the Match tournaments. Absolute rock at the back, and she virtually kicks everything. So that's Merit.
Guys, next up, we have a young gun here called Cheney. Came to us 3 months ago. Played in goal, played in defence, composure galore, brilliant, lots of developing. Good luck for 2017, Cheney.
Next up is Ali. He joined us earlier last month, wasn't it? And he's come on, in that shot here, he's come on so much, and today he's probably scored the best goal of the season, so well done, Ali.
It's the legend that is, it's Chrissy Wager, guys. Legend defender, legend on goal scorer, just legend in general.
An old guy.
Well done,
Next up is Mark Hall. He's been absolutely amazing this year, seriously, he's an absolutely rock, he is. He's been so consistent throughout the year. Absolute brilliant attitude.
Guys, next up we have Simon. Simon comes to training every single week. He's here for the full session. He's always getting involved with the lads, kicking the balls, enjoys his time with us. Thanks, Simon.
Next up is Tim. Tim again joined us this year. Probably second biggest Wrexham fan after Dan. After he travels everywhere, but brilliant guy, brilliant attitude. That's Tim.
Next up, guys, Corey joined us in the last couple of weeks, came to training last week and joined us at the competition today. A powerhouse, loads of strength. Really enjoyed his form today. Thanks, Corey.
Last but not least, I tell you something, I've met some characters in this team. But this character here, oh my god. Seriously, how he hasn't got picked up when he was younger as a goalkeeper, I don't know. Because he is, for his age, oh my, he is unbelievable in the stick. He's absolutely unbelievable. And Christ, the stories he comes out with are unbelievable. And absolute.
Are you going to just believe one of them at once?
Absolute heart of gold, this guy. And he totally gets what to do with
We're going to move on to the individual awards now, guys. And the first one is the most improved defender of 2016. This person started the year as anything but a defender. He's had his stints in goal, in midfield and attack, got silky feet, and just all over the park. He's a good player. Turn of the year, he probably started playing more in defence, composed, happy to run forward with the ball, and he's become a first teamer at every level that he plays. Massive well done to Mikey Harper. Yeah, good.
Hello, Mikey.
What's that step, mate?
Right guys, next one is most improved attacker, forward, whatever you like really. Now this guy, seriously this year he has come on so much. You know, he used to score goals for us before, but his all-round game has become quite a big asset to him this year. He's actually put his shoulder in, he's making runs off the defender, and his finishing has come on so much.
Thank you.
And the winner is DJ.
We'll come back to you.
What are you doing?
I've got two of them.
We're back.
Guys, the next set of awards, they go to like an exceptional performance, a great tournament where somebody's just absolutely excelled. It's the most memorable moment or memorable player at a tournament. And the tournament that I'm going to discuss and talk about is our trip down to Shrewsbury and Lilleshall, where we ended up in a semi-final against Everton. Now Everton, in terms of mental health football, are absolutely the bee's knees. They're the Man City of service football. Whenever you play them, you're always against the odds. You're always playing defensively on the break. And that day, we went on to win the tournament, but the biggest moment of the day happened in the semi-finals, where we played on the counter-attack and we were holding the ball up. And the player that played absolutely exceptional all day in that tournament was Philip Roberts.
Come on, Phyllis.
To point out he didn't handle the ball.
Again, same award because we couldn't split it. This goes back to Doncaster when a substitution was made by Wayne, and it
I
involved.
was a genius, it was fantastic.
It involved a particular player, and he came on and scored 2 goals in the space of 30 seconds. Which, yeah, sounds okay, but just the fact that he was 13 years old and he scored those 2 goals. And that's Jimmy.
Come on, Jimmy!
It goes back to Lytham, when I was on about earlier on, is that Lytham's the biggest UK championship, and to say we were against the odds that day is an unbelievable statement. You know, we had the likes of Middlesbrough, Everton, Man City, Sheffield Wednesday, Sheffield United, Fleetwoods. They were the biggest teams there, and we somehow, I don't even know how we did it, we somehow, well, I'll tell you what we did, we absolutely smashed the group stages, and then we won 1-0 against Burnley in the second round, and then the quarter-finals coming, and I looked at the team and I thought, right, we need to be clever here. So the quarter-final we drew 0-0, won on penalties. Semi-final, drew 0-0, won on penalties. And the final, drew 0-0 against Bolton, who were, and again, one of the biggest disability teams in the UK. And again, won on penalties. And throughout this tournament, there was two players in particular who shone out. The one that scored the goals, and the one that saved all those penalties. And that's Alex and Dave. That is yours anyway.
Right guys, we're nearing the end now. This award is for our Young Player of the Year. Somebody who at the start of 2016, in my opinion, was a great defender, a great tackler and a great runner. Me and Carl have spoke to this person on many occasions about adding a bit more to their game, their passing, their movement, their shooting, and everything we've said to this person, they've soaked it in and soaked it in. And again, today was a wonderful performance, and he was on the winning team, and he's part of the Munich squad, and he's going to play a massive part in 2017. So massive congratulations to Aaron Hall.
Right, so the Player of the Year. Now, when I mentioned this person's name, when we all agreed straight away it's got to be this person, because we've taken the whole year into account, and he's been by far the most consistent player. He's not a player that'll get you 9 out of 10 every week, but he's consistently 7, and Christ, he's an absolute rock. Nothing gets past him. Absolutely brilliant attitude as well, and that's Mark Hall.
Guys, definitely coming near the end now, and we always leave the best for last. We've got 2 awards left now, and they're by far the most important, based on the ethos of what we do at the club. And they might not be top goal scorers, they might not travel around the United Kingdom as part of the best Welsh mental health football team ever. But they come every week, they show their commitment and dedication, they enjoy it in their own way, they take the best out of it that they can, and they're the heart and soul of our club. And this person that I'm going to offer this to is the epitome of Wrexham Disability Football Club, and our first clubsman of the year is Simon.
Next up, the last award, again the clubsman, which it's the most important one for me. The next person hasn't even kicked the ball this year, but has done so much work off the field that you won't believe, things that a lot of the players don't even know about. He keeps the goal tally for us.
Yeah.
He does the match reports for us. And seriously, what an absolute pleasure it is to know this lad, because he is absolutely a brilliant, brilliant lad. That's Dan.
One thank you I forgot before also was Wrexham DSA, Steve Gilbert, Jimmy's lad over there. He's been great supporting. It's very hard because we're all volunteers, and as Wayne said before, it's a hell of a juggle between full-time working and volunteering, really stressful at times. So thanks to Steve and the DSA for all their support. Thanks very much for coming again. Thanks to the lads that put in so much time, and thanks to you lot for keep turning up. And look forward to 2017, as Wayne said, grow into some bigger and better things. Be adding